Hey guys, so we're at the Split Rock, and I'm going to show you. You can see there's at least three, maybe four, of these stone piles in a row right here on this western side. But this one, when you walk up to it, you can actually see it has square corners, straight edges, and this is the one the drone clearly shows to be like a rectangle or square. So in the middle, there's also a bunch of rocks with a hole in it. So there's definitely a little cavity down there. But look, some of these are pretty big. Or they actually built this around a larger natural pile or natural rock right here. That's a huge stone right there. But here, back up. Look, here's that straight edge again, coming around. And here's some rocks we either knocked over or they were piled up against the side here. So maybe there's a cavity down there. Let's check. Yep. Well, it might be filled in, but the way this rock is angled, possible cavity. But we're just walking around the whole side of this, and here's this big rock I was talking about that looked like this was already here. And then here's the middle. See, so they built. Again, what is this? Is this a hunter's blind? It's a perfect spot for one right here. And then as the gazelles or ibex ran through here over the ridge from down there all the way over to the plains on the north side of the Split Rock, the hunters here could easily get them. But I don't know. But the other site that has a square look, you can't say that's an altar because then you got one right over here. So two of these so far have square shapes to their base, and then a lot of stone piles. But look where you're at. So this is an altar, and the Battle of the Amalekites happened after the water came out. Then this is right in the area where the flow of water would have been, right down, and would have covered this. So this is either after the Israelites came through, or if this is a Neolithic site, I'll fall here, which would be like pre-Exodus. Then the question is, if rivers of water came down, why didn't it wash some of this stuff away if these stone piles were already here? Questions, lots of questions. And look at this. I don't remember all this right here, but I think some of the tourists have done this. They have stuck stone, you see the stones piled up, little rocks. They do that in Turkey, usually the marking area to keep the shepherds out, or property boundaries. But I think some tour groups having fun or some person, and they just put all these stone piles all through here. Here, let's add our own rock to it. There you go. I'm not sure who did that. There's a whole bunch over there. Those are new because I don't remember seeing that. But let me walk over to this stone. Since we're on this raw tour of the site, again, we're at the base of the Split Rock. We'll go check out that cave. There's a couple of those overhangs down this valley too that have rocks piled against it. And on the east side too, we're on the west side. On the east side, they have an archaeological site that's fenced off. Well, it has like tape, and the same thing. It's piles of rocks up against a burial or something. And so this is, I think the Caldwells pointed this interesting stone out. Now, someone broke it after they saw their video. So it's too bad when people show an interest in something, then people think, oh, there's treasures or something. This happens in Turkey too. But look, they broke it. It was like a donut shape. But they broke this edge off. And the suggestion was that maybe this was an altar. But again, like you're in this little area. Look where we're at. Like no one else could see you. And you're basically down base, down, whatever we call it, down flow from the rivers of water coming out of the Rock of Horeb. I just don't see how or why they would put an altar right here, and that would still be flowing too. So, anyways, maybe it is. I'm just saying I don't think so. But let's go. This cave everyone's been in, but since you're on this tour, let's check it out. You can tell that there are man-made activities here because they've piled up rocks around the entrance to this site. and there's soot on the ceiling, I believe. So, it's a nice place, protected place to have a campsite. But you can see the rocks if we come in from this area. See the rocks piled up right there. And yeah, good place to sleep. And rocks in front and falling down here. Yeah, but the question is, let's see if we can find some inscriptions or petroglyphs. Let's see the red painted ones like we saw earlier today. Huh. So far, no. Huh, I'll take a picture here. Looks pretty cool.